Brittany again, and we're back with Around Town, and I'm here again in Wilmington at Paradise in the Garden. I'm here right now with Maria Cabrera as well as the Twin Poets. So tell me a little bit about this event, because people at home might not know exactly what's going on.
When I was at the Grand Opera House, we came up with Poetry Grows Grand, and it's the first time that poetry was really recognized in a major arts institution, and the poets both helped me with that event. Then the following year, it grew. We had Sonia Sanchez as our headliner, and the Twin Poets were leading up to the headline, and they helped me write the grant with the Delaware Communities Forum, which we have one of the representatives here today, and I believe we're going to be working with Jim to write another grant and to do a few more positive events in the community. And last but not least, when I needed someone to teach these youth clubs that we had at the Latin American Community Center, I said, I'm going to call my people. So I brought in the Twin Poets, and we started the Poetry Club, and they came in, and those children still at the LACC, now they're teenagers, every time they see them, they see me, we want to do poetry again. It was really a great way for those kids to take whatever they were feeling inside and to express it through writing. And some of those kids were coming from troubled backgrounds, and the message that the poets give is such a positive message that it gets kids, it gives them hope, it gets them thinking. So this was one way that I could give back to my friends because I love them so much, and they're just so full of positive energy. It's contagious, and if we could just channel that energy, we can reach some of these young people because they're tomorrow. They're the next generation. Paradise Garden is about, you know, relaxing, a place to find peace, and I figured I can't afford to go on vacation, so I'm going to make my own paradise in my backyard so I can come here any day of the week without having to get on a plane and go away and just relax. This garden was built with a lot of recycled stuff. The granite on the floor, that was due to be, actually the guy had to pay to have the granite removed. We went and picked it up. A lot of the wood that's here was going to be thrown out. So there's some things I had to buy, but a lot of it was recycled. So I always believe in recycling. And they say that the closest to God you can be is when you're in a garden. So I have a lot of Rose of Sharon, and my neighbor shared with me that the Rose of Sharon is another name for Jesus. So we have Jesus in my garden too. Amen.
Also, you mentioned the Twin Poets, so I definitely want to get to know you guys a little bit better. So other than being the Twin Poets, how would someone actually call you?
I'm the little big brother, Al Mills.
Okay, and yourself?
The big little brother, Anamdi. And the reason why we say big little and little big is because here in America, I'm considered to be the big brother. But if you look at my brother, he's always been a little bit bigger than me, always more protective, and always took care of me, really. So that's why we give each other that respect to say big and little.
Okay, so can you guys tell me a little bit about your poetry? Just a little bit so people can understand who haven't heard Twin Poets before.
98% of it's all original poetry, and 98% of our poetry is geared toward children, trying to help them, encourage them to hold on to their goals and their dreams. And the other 2% of our poetry is for us adults, what we can do to support our children to create that environment that allows them to be children, to grow and to develop into healthy, positive individuals within the community.
Okay, that's great. And where would someone go to get some more information on Twin Poets?
Well, we have a website, www.twinpoets.com, and we can be emailed at twinpoets@AOL. We also have our first collection of poetry, which was published this year as well, and it can be brought at bookstores all throughout Delaware and online at Amazon.com and up at Measure Books and Tri-State Mall as well.
And also, you guys are going to be performing very shortly, correct? Okay, well, we're going to stay tuned for that to get some of the Twin Poets and their poetry. But again, you are watching Around Town, and I'm Brittany. Stay tuned.
All right, because a man with a ball in his hand ain't never been a threat. That's why Allen and Kobe can cash $1 million checks. All right, for jail cells to get filled before the prisons are even built. All right, for those 3 prisons is business, the board and the CEOs. Those things, let's build these prisons, so many people they can hold. All right, for parents that don't have good parenting skills, like the ones that buy outfits rather than paying bills. All right, because God's thought into my mind in the form of rhyme, and my mind's rhyme takes to the confines of some grimy urban places, some which never been seen by their faces. And when I address the fact that so many black teens never seen their father's faces, they label me racist. So I write to share my love of fair words with the children, because God is on my tongue and the world is in need of healing. I write because the children didn't understand the depth behind the depths of Big and Pop. I write because there's no more room at all for rest in peace, madmans and movies in my block. I write for all the mothers that had their children killed by guns. I write for all the I love you the fathers never said to their sons. So I write.
Hi, we're here at Around Town in Wilmington, Delaware at Paradise in the Garden. And I'm here with Maria. She is Miss Hispanic Delaware Queen. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So tell me about the title of being Miss Hispanic Delaware Queen.
Well, it's been an honor being titled Miss Hispanic Delaware. I got crowned last Saturday by Nayeli Sanchez, who won Miss Hispanic Delaware 2007. It's been an exciting journey. I never thought I was gonna get into they call my name, and it was so much excitement for me. I'm very glad, and I'm very glad to be here representing my country, Venezuela, and I'm very happy, very excited.
Was there like a platform in the pageant? Did you have something that you did focus on, or what's different about the Hispanic pageant versus like a Delaware teen pageant or something like that?
The difference is that we have a platform that we have to focus. Each girl has an individual platform. My platform was reduce crime scenes against the Hispanic community and the youth community. So that was my platform, and that was making it different about the other ones.
Okay. And also, is there anything that's coming up for you since you just won the title that people can catch you at?
Well, the Hispanic Festival that's going to be held in Riverfront on September 13 and 14, that's one of the biggest events that's coming up right now. And I also have this event for the community. Tomorrow I'm going to be passing information about how to reduce crime acts and what to do if you're a victim of crime. But the biggest one is the festival, the Hispanic Festival, September 13 and September 14.
Okay. And if someone wanted to get in contact with you or find out more about the pageant, how would they go about doing that?
The best way to get in contact, if you guys attend the festival, we're going to have a table full of the new application for next year contest. The director is going to be there, and also contestants are going to be there. So if you would like to get in touch, it's better if you go to the festival and get information out there.
Okay. And what brings you here at Paradise in the Garden?
Well, I got invited because one of the poems that they're going to do is related to my platform, which is violence, how to prevent violence. And I got informed about it, and it surprised me. So I was like, I'm going to come here, and I'm going to represent my community, and I'm going to be part of the events that are going to be held.
Well, thank you. It's very much so a pleasure. And I heard also, is that crown really heavy?
It is heavy. I'm trying to work it so it doesn't fall, but it's nice.
You look very beautiful, and you look very graceful. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.